went on ahead and removed that black tarp that's underneath. You do have to slice up a little bit over here where the shifter's at, and that bar that's touching the floor from your dash. So you just have to remove gently. I'm gonna remove it as well. Now that I have everything nice and open, take it to the car wash and vacuum it out. I definitely want to have everything nice and clean and prepped to install this kill mat insulation, and I should be working on the matting itself, so stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to another video here with SirMalo Performance. Today we are working on Project Muerto. As you guys can see, all the kill mat has been installed. I cleared out the whole interior, removed the carpet, everything that was stock to this vehicle, including that brown carpet that was underneath. I don't know if you guys got to see that or not, but we have the dash in there. We removed everything to clear space for the upholstery, and I did just pull down the headliner. Just remove it. You got to remove your third brake light, visors, you name it, all that fun stuff. So let's hurry up and get to this. I just need to do quick videos here of the full interior work that I have to do with Project Muerto. So we're almost there, and I go ahead, wet scrape that. I'm gonna install this here in just a second. So make sure you have your glue, make sure everything's nice and clean. Okay guys, so just finished up. Went on ahead, did all the headliner nice and glued on there. Did my cutouts. I'm gonna get rid of the handle that you grab onto. I'm gonna remove those, keep my visors. I have my holes here for the visor mounts, and then my light, which I'll keep. It's just I wanted to remove this, but that's it. All the back sides glued, all the corners cut. You can see all the access is right here that I cut off. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna move on to the interior portion. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this out again. I'm gonna go ahead and put the insulation first. So the next thing you should see would be the insulation. So wish me luck. Here with SirMalo Performance, or SMP, we have the headliner done. I know I showed you that the other day. So we started working on the bottom portions here. I did the cutouts, I mounted the seats just to make sure that everything was lining up good. And this is just the bottom piece. It's not glued on, nothing like that. Nothing like that yet. But yeah, I did all the cutouts, just making sure everything was lining up good. You know, just that's the first time I do something like this. So I want to make sure everything is okay. I even drove the truck around for a little bit because it was Saturday night. And yeah, the next thing is gonna cut off the excessive portions of the insulation, or bajo alfombra, as they say in Spanish. Open that up or close it. And I did the stick shift removal. I'm gonna upload that video here shortly. It should be up because I haven't seen a single video on YouTube that's, you know, just removing the shaft itself. I don't want to remove the whole freaking thing. That's just too much. So again, I'll continue. I have to get my other carpet on top of this one, but this needs to get glued down. I'll remove all the seats. I just, like I said, I was mocking up everything. I'd rather take it out, put it back in, and make sure everything's lining up good. Other side. Oh my goodness. And this side as well. Went all the way up to the top. All the way up to the top. I didn't have this before. And then I'm gonna go all the way back up here to the back side. That way it's nice and insulated throughout. And boy, oh boy, is this thing gonna turn out great, I hope. All right, fingers crossed. Be back. Peace. Okay, guys, so we have the bajo alfombra, as I say it in Spanish, or the insulation added to the bottom now. I ran it all the way up to the top. I didn't glue too much up too high here, just in case I need to peel it back down, need to make holes to my firewall. I don't know, just future stuff. And as well, I didn't glue the edges too much. All the rest from pretty much from this hump going all the way to that, it's heavily glued. The less glue, the more workable it is. Up here is going to be that big old plastic piece, so no insulation needed. 3/4 of a can went to this, so I'll need another can for sure, so I can put my carpet, which will be the next step. Razor blades is what helps make the holes for all your little mounting spots. This fabric's very easy to maneuver, but the carpet is just thick. So we'll see you guys back in a bit. Now what we're gonna do is work on this carpet, get it nice and molded and centered out. You can use chalk to line it up, and you know that we have a nice perfect center. I went on ahead and trimmed what I needed width-wise. It might be a little bit extra on the width, but that's fine. I'd rather have a little bit extra and then trim out as I need more, or as I need less, I should say. So that's that. I'll get working on this, and hopefully I'll show you what a final product before I stick it on there with some glue. All right, be right back. Okay guys, so we have here the upholstery installed, glued down. As you can tell, there's a couple of wrinkles on there, but it's okay with me. I'm already installing the airbag sensor units that go underneath the seats. I wanted to run it underneath the carpet, but it was just a pain and a mess with all the glue. Again, I'm going to go ahead and do a big old sheet of carpet here on the back. I have the carpet up to the top. It's all glued down. And again, I'm going to go ahead and rehook up all my airbag sensor stuff. And then I'm going to get the seats in here. That way I can see the final outlook of this upholstery job, which is kind of iffy, but I'm okay with it. Hey guys, so welcome to day 4 of Project Muerto here with SMP or SirMalo Performance. As you can see, I have all my plastics laid out and counted. I also tore out these other brown pieces, prepped them, painted them, all that fun stuff, just like I did with those ones. I did buy some extra pieces at a junkyard that I needed, in like 2 vents and a bottom AC kick panel, because the truck didn't come with one. That AC kick panel goes down in here. That way it looks a lot more cleaner. Now the next thing is going to be obviously install a third brake light, which would be a separate video, and put my headliner in, which I have here on the back. I still have my door panels out there. For the meanwhile, I will use the manual window, that's for sure. But I have to hardwire in my tweeters because I purchased some tweeters that will externally mount onto that door panel. Alright, so I went on ahead and I added the headliner. So make sure you guys run your cables properly for your dome light, your third brake light on the top, and as well as your mirrors if you have, you know, the whole compass thing going on. So run those wires. I mounted my visors. The next step is going to be to mount these little bad boys. That way I can hinge my visor. I got my first one mounted, my visor holder mount. I got my dome light here. I got the cover, and I got some LED lights. After I squeeze the terminals together, I pinch them. It's definitely holding it now. Oh, see? No wiggles. Alright, we're good. Sorry about that, guys. I had to use both hands to kind of shimmy it on there. Again, it's the 2-pin prong. The one for the third brake light is 4-pin. So, oh, you know what? Let me mount it this way. It's going to press up in there. Okay, give me 1 second. Definitely required a little bit of force. There's no locking tabs. One goes here, and the other one goes right here. I can always cut it off. I can add one just for support, but to be honest, I don't really like that pin look on the back, so I'm really relying on the support of this and this one over here. Headliner is, well, complete. No pins on the back, like I stated. Maybe I will add one, but so far so good. And yeah, the visors do definitely put a cramp on the style, but don't worry, that's an easy fix. Let's go ahead and continue with the rest of the parts that I have. Here on the back now, we're gonna put this big old plastic piece. I went on ahead and added a couple of pieces of insulation, glued them on there, just because when I do add a subwoofer box and a sound system back here, it will rattle the heck out of this back panel. So prevention is key. All right guys, so we got the back side done. I added the anchor covers and that's pretty much it. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the seat belts. So it is a T45 that you have to use. There is a harness that you do have to hook up down here. Make sure you mount your T45. Something like that, something like that. Something like that, yes. I think that's enough, buddy. All right, you had your fun, okay. Now we're gonna do the chingadera here. I'm gonna break this thing. Oh, there we go. And on the back side, I have no idea how it goes. Maybe I should take a peek. Fakey hold. Alright. Alright, nothing fancy, guys. Alright, so what you do onto the driver, you'll do onto your passenger. Okay. T45 here. Your top mount. And your bottom little mount. And then it just kind of hinges here on the back side. Alright, do a good job, okay guys? I'll be proud of you. Maybe. And for goodness sake, do not forget to plug this sucker in, okay? Or else I won't be proud of you guys. Alright, now go make me proud. We did accomplish both sides. Did end up completing the side panels on each side. I'm going to try to take care of these seats and finish up my panels down here. Panel here, I got to run a couple of RCAs to the back. But, you know, it's easy work. Alright, so keep staying tuned. Tomorrow will be day 5. Final day with Project Muerto's interior. As you can see, it's all nice and shiny red. I have a little bit more of the Dynamat here, so I can make sure I finish that. And then also mount the scar tweeters that I have over there. So for the most part, I'm up to here. Dash is done, floor is done, trim parts, you name it, it's done, except for doors. I'll do some seat covers and the visors. I'm going to work on the driver's side here. I'm going to go ahead and splice out another line with this wire. Already did the passenger side, so we're good there. So these scar tweeters, I'm going to mount these externally. Of course, trace with the Sharpie, and then I translated it as well to the other one. Just touching it up with paint because I did scratch it up, of course. So that's all I'm going to do. The next thing you should see is these tweeters mounted onto the door panels here. I'll mount the handles onto it properly, secure it on there, and then mount it onto the truck. This is the passenger side. It's all put together, complete. I mounted my tweeter externally. I'll try to show you guys how I did it on the driver's side, how I hooked up that tweeter. So I'll try to do a quick little tutorial of that. And I don't know if you guys have seen this, but I got myself some seat covers for this truck. In the meanwhile, because I couldn't stand that brown, these are Rough Countries, and they are super soft, super nice. I love the way they look. The interior's coming along together, guys. Passenger side's done. We're gonna move on to the driver's side. Okay, guys, fully mounted door panels. Everything's good to go. Just gotta clean out my mess. Gotta put my little kick panel on there because I was rewiring the power wire and doing some. For the most part, door panels are complete. I have my third brake light on. Well, stay tuned because I gotta clean this sucker out, wipe it down, and then I'll do a final walkthrough. Okay, be back. Peace.